In today's video, I present to you how to prepare Buka stew. Buka stew is that delicious locally made stew that you find at roadside restaurants in Nigeria, Mama Put, and it's so delicious. If you want to see how I made the stew, keep watching to the end.
You are watching Eja-Kika's Infusion.
This is my stew paste, which I got from the market. I got a combination of tomatoes, ataro, chili pepper, bell pepper, some onions, and it was blended to give me this very smooth and nice looking consistency. I used a lot of tatashi. In today's recipe, I'm using Eja-Kika, that is smoked banla. I've already washed it and kept it aside, and then I'm using some locust beans. I have washed that as well. It elevates the flavor of the stew. I've chopped some onions, and then I'm going to use some Knorr cubes, and then my palm oil and very little salt. That's all the ingredients I need for this delicious Buka stew. So let me show you how I infuse all the flavors to get my Buka stew. On medium heat on fire, I set my pot, and to that I add a generous amount of palm oil. I'm going to cover this palm oil and bleach for about 10 minutes until it looks very crystal clear and beautiful. A tip, please put off the fire and let the oil cool down a bit before you open it. Don't open it while your fire is on. Please, I beg of you. I don't want to hear of any fire disaster or accident. After removing it, at this point I incorporate my onions, and the aroma from this mix is already filling the atmosphere. I tell you, when you pass by Buka restaurants and you just have your nostrils filled with all the aromas coming from all their cooking, they can be so delicious. But I had to learn how to make this stew by myself because I'm trying to reduce. We've tried as a family to reduce eating out. So next we are going to incorporate our locust beans, and it has been washed. And at this point I incorporate my seasoning cubes and I incorporate some salt. I love to incorporate this mix at this point so that all the flavors will infuse into the oil, and it will really give this dish a very nice taste and flavor. Now that I have incorporated this this seasoning cubes into my oil, that is all the seasoning I'm going to be using for this cooking. I'm not using anything again. You see, that's just how easy it is. So at this point I incorporate my tomato mix. Look how beautiful it looks. I used a lot of tatashi, that's bell pepper, because I discovered it just adds this richness to it. I am Eja-Kika and I love to cook. I also love to inspire. I believe in the infusion, the connectivity between food and talk. I see food and cooking as a way to connect, to get people to share their stories and speak their truth. Welcome to Eja-Kika's Infusion, your number one stop for food and a dose of inspiration. Eja-Kika's Infusion. Enjoy what you eat. Speak your truth. So I give that a quick stir, and I'm going to let it cook like this for about 45 minutes or until the oil rises to the top. Now I love to clean my surfaces because the stew can get a little bit messy, but the secret to Buka stew is don't cover the pot. It makes it richer. Once the oil rises to the top like this, I am going to incorporate my Eja-Kika, my smoked banla at this point. This fish is so tasty, and I tell you, someone's like, you don't want to use some stock? I'm like, no, this fish has everything I need. Just try it and you'll see how delicious it is. I'm still cleaning my surfaces. I don't want the palm oil sticking to it. Remember the oil I removed earlier? Now it's time to incorporate it. We're just going to pour that on top, and it's going to give it this beautiful looking color. You can eat this stew with your soups. You can eat it with amala. You can eat it with rice and beans. You can eat it with any swallow of your choice alongside any soup. We even eat it with yam in my house, boiled yam sometimes. Now our stew is almost about ready. Look how beautiful it's looking already. Now that's the end product. So fine.